Hey guys, David here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Forex, right? Going to be showing you what I've done. Now, Forex has an absolutely massive chance of being really financially beneficial. You also have a chance of blowing it all. You see, it's much easier to lose 100% than it is to gain 100%. Actually, what I'm saying, it's about the same. Chances of 100% profit are similar to 100% loss. However, 200% profit is twice as hard as a 100% loss, and so on. Forex, it's definitely possible to triple an account. 300% profit. In fact, have a look at this. Have a look at my chart here. 300% profit. It's incredible, right? And you want to know what's even crazier? Next few days, I did this to it. Yes, I lost it all. It's not hard to gain a lot of money, and it's not hard to lose it all. I have another account. Have a look at this account. Yeah? In 2 months, 160%. It's awesome. It's incredible. Yeah? Like, I was so stoked to do this. And you know what happened? A few days later, the account was gone. All right, little trick of what actually happened to these. Basically, I was in a situations where I was unwilling to cut my losses. The first account that I showed you, I was literally in a situation where I screwed up and got into trades that I shouldn't have. And it was on its way down hard, and I didn't get out. I lost all my profits. Just like that. The second account, it was a play account. It only ever had like $150 in it, right? I doubled it. I was stoked, to be honest. And then I got into some trades and I thought it was going to come back for me. Instead of hitting a stop loss, I didn't trade with the stop loss on these particular trades. And I was sure, 100% sure, the market was going to turn and go back in my favor. It didn't. In fact, it literally, I got me a margin call by a few pips and reversed on the margin call all the way back out to take my take profit. I couldn't believe it. I was just so gutted at the time. I couldn't believe it. Anyways, so those are two accounts. This is my current account. I was down a lot. Now I'm up 46%. That's awesome in my opinion. Got a little bit of a drawdown, but it's turning in my favor. I'm going to show you a little bit of how I'm trading it. All right, let me show you what I was doing essentially. Previously, when I took my account to 300% profit, right? You're hearing me? 300% profit. What I was doing is I was waiting till the market would get to a certain point, and then I would catch the reversal. See? I would enter a sell here, followed by another sell here, and let it retrace to take me out in profit. So this one would be, this trade was 0.1, and this was 0.17, or 0.27. And basically it would, that seems odd, that one actually. But basically I was catching reversals. Here's another reversal I caught. This one was clearly me freaking out and bailing out of the system. But here's a few more, right? This was 0.13, 0.23, 0.41, took it down to there, just past this for a profit, right? If it went 3 against, I'd only have to get back to the second one, just past the second one for a profit. Basically, the style of trading I was using was a grid trade, which would increase in value. So it's this little semi-martingale kind of thing. So it's not particularly safe. It was very unsafe, as you saw. And basically, I would set it up so that I would have 5 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the market would trace into them. So this would be about 0.1, 0.17, 0.24, and then it all keep increasing in value. Yep, making sense? And as it would increase in value, my trades would basically, market would go against me, would have to retrace a very small amount to take me into profit. See, if I had entered just below these lows, it would have gone down a certain number of pips, then would have traced, taking me back into profit. I could have entered again straight away after that one to go down and win again. I entered here, took me in, 3 against, and then I took a profit. I don't know what happened here. That looks like a mistake, to be honest. But I entered again here. Possibly wasn't the only trading style I was attempting at the time. Here's another example of me doing it. It took me 4 deep before I went back in profit. Yep, is this making sense? So basically, I took this style of trading to 300% profit. Here's another one. Bam, 1% profit. Bam, 1% profit. Okay, now this is a grid trading system set up with a 20% stop loss and a take profit of 1%, right? So a lot of the time, it would work out really well. In fact, I set it up to work randomly, and the 90% of the time, I made that number up. I didn't actually work that out. But the majority of the time, like the vast majority, it would turn in my favor and I would win. Yeah? In fact, it was so frequent, like the chances of winning really high. So I just had to set it up so that I didn't get into dangerous positions, areas where if I went the wrong way, I would screw it, which is what happened here. I screwed it up. Yeah? So what happened was I set it up below this low and it took me a small profit, 1% profit, right? I set it up below this low, reversed, gave me a small profit. Yep. Just before I continue, you might notice that it's really easy to get in. You're not hanging around. Like I could set the trade up days before and it would take me in. It was just a really easy way to get a really easy entry, a good entry. Except unless Boris Johnson decides to give an unexpected speech. Now, these things would happen occasionally. It happened often enough to screw me up and basically destroy this strategy. I could definitely improve on it a lot. But what happened here was Boris Johnson unexpectedly spoke. He spoke around here, and it hammered down. It took me in, and because the trade I was running was an EA, and it was set to run this automatically, it also triggered in at the same time. And there was a couple of other pound currencies. I think it was pound franc as well at the time I was running, or a euro pound or something, I can't remember. Anyway, I ended up with multiple pound currencies caused, basically all on massive breakouts caused by this speech by Boris Johnson. And they all hit losses, causing me to basically wipe out my account, which I was kind of quite gutted by, as you can imagine. So yeah, after that, I haven't really been putting the same effort into this strategy for obvious reasons. I find it quite difficult and stressing at times. Your account's always in the red. But yeah, so basically 20% stop loss, 1% take profit, work really well, work really frequently. Basically, I had about 200 pips of play, and of which I needed about a maximum of a 50 pip reversal to take it into profit. This strategy at the moment is really, really dangerous. You would need to be picking directions, and if you're wrong, it can hammer out of control. The market is way, way, way too volatile for this strategy right now. So I am just not using this right now. Instead, I'm using a grid trader. As you can see, these are all profitable things. I made about $1,500 just setting up a grid trader on this and just letting it run and ignoring it. It was awesome. I got out and It reached the take profit and exited here, and then I decided to enter again, and clearly it didn't work out so well. So I got out before taking too big a loss. Yeah, it worked out really well. These ignore these. So these are just recent trades, not following any particular EA strategy. It's just trying to use reversals and support and resistance to trade. Clearly, I'm short and making lots of small losses right now. But yeah, this is my current strategy, but my original strategy is quite powerful. What was happening before with the other account I was doubled? That was just using plain support and resistance. The reason why I blew that account is I was writing some losses. You see, I was 100% convinced that the market was going to reverse in a euro pound setup. So I had set up a similar grid trading thing. It was going in my favor. It was going well in my it was going against me, I should say, slowly, but I thought it was going to reverse, so I kept adding to the position, small amounts. It wasn't that negative, but then I can't remember if it was a speech or some other news, but the market just hammered against me. I got margin called by a few pips, and my account was blowing, and then the damn currency reversed straight back up and hit my take profit within a matter of hours. I was just like, oh, I couldn't believe it. I was so gutted. Yeah, so I've learnt not to ride my losses, or if I'm to ride my loss, I need to make sure it's no more than 20% of my account. 20% is a manageable amount, but any more, it's dangerous. So, yeah, two strategies. Brief introduction to grid trading, and my other martingale grid strategy, which worked really well, but is really dangerous. Yeah, use it as you want. I'll put the links in for both EAs that I'm currently using at the moment, well, that I have used in the past, and put them in the description below. And maybe they're of use to you. Either way, happy trading, best of luck,